Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smash J. Welcome to another episode of Smash JT, where it's that time of year again. Thanksgiving is here. We're getting together with our families and friends and sharing experiences and realizing lots of annoying things. Reasons why we probably live far apart from each other. In this episode, I invited my friends, the Smashers, to talk about some of their biggest pet peeves in gaming. So without further ado, let's hear what they had to say.
Smash JT.
I've been a big fan of Nintendo's innovative style for a long time. It's one of the biggest reasons why I love Nintendo games so much. But with that being said, one of my biggest pet peeves in video games is how a lot of new control styles get shoehorned into games. Especially with consoles like the DS and the Wii, where, things were just used for no particular reason except to take advantage of them. This is particularly apparent in games like Kid Icarus Uprising and Super Mario Galaxy, where either you gotta use a touchscreen the whole time, or you gotta be constantly pointing your Wiimote at the screen trying to pick up all the little shiny bits while trying to also move Mario around. It's not fun. It also exists in a lot of early Wii games, where all you do is swing and that's a button. And honestly, I'd much rather push a button. With later titles for the Switch, these motion controls have been improved drastically to where they actually incorporate with the main control scheme so that it feels more natural. It feels more like you're still controlling, but you also have little bonus moves that you can do. I guess it just goes to show, if you're gonna innovate, avoid just innovating for the sake of innovation.
Hey guys, Super Nicktendo here, and my biggest video game pet peeve is the difference in difficulty across games. Are games way too easy, or are they way too hard, or are they somewhat in between? Difficulty is definitely subjective, and I always find that games that are too hard for me are way too easy for others, and I just feel like a big dunce.
So playing through Octopath Traveler earlier this year, great game by the way, but I was quickly reminded about how I don't miss random encounter rates in JRPGs. Now, is Octopath Traveler the worst example of this? Not by a long shot. I've recently been replaying the PSP version of the original Final Fantasy, and that by far is one of the best examples of how bad random encounter rates can be in a game at times. And it's so bad that you could be in battle 1 minute and then be taking 1 or 2 steps and be thrown right into another. It's infuriating at times. Now, I understand that Final Fantasy is an old game, but this was the 20th anniversary release of the game, and I feel like it wouldn't have hurt too much if Square Enix just tweaked the battle system just a little bit, so the random encounter rate wouldn't be so unbearable. But that's just my 2 cents.
Hey, don't mind me, I'm just gonna chill here. You keep playing your game. What, I'm sorry, do I know you? Oh, I'm optional content. You don't need to worry about me. Okay, great, well, duly noted. I'm just getting to the end of this video game here, and I don't really want to be interrupted right now. Well, that was a fun adventure, but I guess it's time to head to the final dungeon and finish this game up. I'm sorry, I can't let you do that. Excuse me? Why not? Well, you gotta finish me first. But you said you were optional. I am. But I gotta do your content before I finish the game. Yeah, sounds right. So what you're saying is you're required. Yep. So you're not optional. No, I am. I'm optional. Okay, so you are optional, but it's required that I finish you to finish the game, even though you said that you were optional in the tutorial and that you weren't required. Yeah, that sounds right. Well...
Hey kids, 8-Bit Eric here, and you know what is my biggest pet peeve? What really ticks me off, what really gets my gears grinding, is all these stupid updates that happen all the time on launch date of a game. You sit there for hours sometimes, depending on what game it is, just to play what should have already been on the disc. So many discs are already just basically an installed disc, and everything you gotta get is from online. Like, for example, Red Dead Redemption 2. Great game. Fantastic. 2 disc, and took forever just to download, and then you had updates on top of that. So many games just blows my mind. And then on the Switch, the fact that a lot of them basically require you to have internet to even get a second part of the game, like LA Noire, WB 2K18, any game that says additional download required just sets me off. I'm tired of how gaming's becoming. All this additional updates and installing and memory needed and all that. Come on, man, just give us a complete game day one.
Hello, I'm so happy I got a hold of you. Big thanks to my boy Smash JT for having me on the channel. I am Smash LT, aka Lucius T, and this is my biggest pet peeve in gaming. Now, I gave this some good thought. I thought maybe I'll do some low-hanging fruit like on-disc DLC, microtransactions, mobile games, game reviewers who can't play games. But for me, the one thing that always crops up in a game that is annoying from start to finish, no matter the game, no matter the place, is when you have a character who gets injured in the game, that then you have to walk a hallway or get to a new point while injured. Just make it a cutscene. I understand it's gonna be immersive, but every time this shows up, it's annoying. It was annoying in Mass Effect 3, it was annoying in The Order 1886, it was annoying in the beginning of Destiny 2, it was annoying in Call of Duty 4. It's always annoying! So that is the definition of a pet peeve. Always annoying. And that's mine.
Come on, come on. Loss. It's alright. 2 out of 3. I got them the next round, and they quit. If I have one gaming pet peeve, it's the one and doneer. The player who gets in one win online, then leaves the lobby. These are my most loathed people to face online. When you're playing a competitive game, you want to learn more about the game and the player you're facing, and the best way to do that is to play a long set against someone. But these guys get their win and then leave you salty. You want the rematch, but the one and doneer denies it. You keep playing online hoping to face the opponent who beat you. You keep fighting different people, getting saltier and saltier, playing worse and worse, trying to get that one win just to reclaim your dignity. All because one person didn't want to ruin their win ratio. Seriously, I hate one and doneers. These bastards are the bane of my existence. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, I win. But unfortunately for you, fam, no run back, no repeats for you. Good games, no rematch.
Those are awesome. God, you're so annoying, Turkey Bird. Why do you keep singing? I'm trying to talk to the audience about what annoys them, and you're trying to sing over me. I don't know, he's pretty cool actually. As far as my biggest pet peeve in gaming, it has to be forced tutorials. Games that require you to spend time, half hour, or longer, figuring out what the buttons even are in order to control the character or vehicle in many games that you play, which ones you press, what you do when, and how the movesets even work. So many different examples are part of the problem. The first one that comes to mind would be a game like Driver, You Are the Wheelman, where I couldn't even get out of the underground garage because I couldn't figure out what the tutorial was even trying to tell me to do, and I got so sick of the game. But then you look at games that were good like Super Mario Brothers, that were one of the first of retro gaming, and it showed you how to use the controls throughout the first level. And then games that are new generations coming way after that are so much more complicated that they have to spend an hour or more teaching you how to play the game. And it drives me up a freaking wall. So that's my pet peeve. That's what grinds my gears. Anyways, I wanted to say a special thank you to all the channels that presented information and pet peeves and annoyances from video games in this video. It was awesome. I hope a lot of you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below what your biggest pet peeve in gaming is. Be very interested to hear. If you're interested in subscribing to any and preferably all of the channels that presented information in this video, I'll link all their channels in the description below. That's all I got for you guys today, except I do want to say happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And if you're watching this after Thanksgiving, hey, happy whatever day it is. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing. Or is that sexy? Whatever. Have a good day, guys.
Smash JT. Smash JT. Smash JT. Smash JT. Smash JT.